So in my bowl, I've got 85 grams of spread and 175 grams of caster sugar, and I'm gonna make these nice and light and fluffy. But while that's doing that, I'll just set this to one side. I won't set it off just yet. I have 200 grams of dates here that I'm going to pit and chop finely, and I've got here 250 mils of boiling water, to which I'm going to add your average tea bag and leave that to steep while I'm doing the rest of my tasks. So in case you're not sure how to pit a date, I'm just going to show you quickly here. Sorry about the mixer in the background. It's just creaming my butter and sugar. Place your knife in the centre and then chop. You'll feel the middle, and then you'll see your stone. Some are easier to get out than others. See, that one there is quite dry, comes out. That one is. And they just pop out. There we go. I've placed my dates in a saucepan, and what I'm going to do now is that tea that I set to steep before, as you can see, I'm going to give it a stir, and I'm going to take out the tea bag. Give it a squeeze on the side. If you want to keep that tea bag for a cup of tea because you like wishy-washy tea, feel free. The tea's going in there, and we're going to heat that through until the dates soften. Now, I just want to mention that you can actually use already chopped dates, and you would need 165 grams of those, because of course they won't have the stones in. I'm going to let this soften and then I'll be back with you. As you can see, it's got nice and thick now, so what I'm going to do is take it off the heat. You can let it boil, it won't harm it if it does get to that stage, but ideally take it off beforehand. So that's my butter and sugar creams. What I'm going to do now is add the eggs, and I've got 2 large eggs to add. So we're going to add them one at a time. Hard tap, break, and in they go. And we're going to make sure they're incorporated fully before we add the next egg. Okay, that one went in fine. We're going to add the next one. Again, a large egg. Ooh, there you go. And again, make sure you incorporate it fully. When it's been fully incorporated, it's time to take your mixer out of the equation. So take off your paddle if you're using one. If you're not and you're doing this by electric whisk, then it's time to get rid of your electric whisk. If you're doing it by hand, then you're okay. So take off everything on the side as you would normally do, and make sure it's got right to the bottom. Sometimes with the small amount of fat that we have in, it can be difficult at this stage for this to happen, even if you do break down the sides. So give it a little mix. Don't worry if it looks a little bit, that's usually how cakes are. And what we're doing now is we're going to add the flour. For that we need a sieve. So we're going to add into this 175 grams of self-raising flour. So I'll just pop that there a second. And along with that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of mixed spice. Okay, now you could add cinnamon if you want cinnamon, or you could add another spice that you like, ginger. It's up to you, but mixed spice is a general all-rounder. It's got a bit of everything in it, and these are half teaspoons that I'm putting in because they fit in my jar. I'm going to sieve that all into our mixture here to get rid of any lumps that we have, and to make sure that we incorporate the flour, that we're not overworking the flour, which a mixer probably would do. And we'll just go gently around and through, around and through. You know the routine, guys. It's the same as any other cake. Around, through, just keep going, turning over until you've got your desired consistency, which is everything incorporated. Just making sure you get everything off the sides as well. It's not a very big cake recipe this, it only does an 8x8 tin. My date mixture has cooled, and what I'm going to do with it, it's still warm, but it's cool enough to put into my mixture. So I'm going to put in there half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and this helps with the rise. Now as soon as this hits your mixture, it'll start to bubble. So we need to work quickly, see? So give it a beat in, and then bring over your mixture and pour it in immediately. And then using your spatula, we're going to fold it in. So over, and you have to work pretty quickly because this is quite warm, this mixture, and everything starts to react as soon as you have that warm mixture in there. Keep going till you can't see any streaks anymore. It will be a wet mixture, don't worry about it. So that's all incorporated. Have your tin ready and prepared off to the side. And again, I'm doing the wrong way. And pour it in. Oh, all of it goes in. And this goes into a gas mark 4 oven for 30 to 35 minutes. In my bowl, I've got 150 grams of butter and 100 grams of Biscoff spread. And I'm going to beat that together until it's all combined. So in it goes. And let's just beat this loveliness together. I'll be back with you when it's combined. I just want to show you in here, if I just zoom in a little bit, you can see little lumps of butter in there. You need to keep going until all that is gone. We don't want any bits of butter in there. Okay, now it's all combined, what I need to do is add 250 grams of icing sugar, but I'm going to add it gradually. I'm going to add it 60 grams at a time because the Biscoff is fairly sweet, so I don't want to add too much and make it overly sweet, which can happen. There's 60 grams going in to start off with, and I'm going to pop that down and gently mix this in. I don't know what it is about icing sugar, but it never ever is gentle. It goes everywhere, no matter what you do. See what it tastes like. Well, I think that could do with a bit more. So I'm going to put another 60 grams in. And it goes. Blitz that again, slowly, until it comes together. Okay, let's have a look at that. So that looks fairly good as an icing in itself. Let's check it out. That's ideal. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that. That's 120 grams of icing sugar gone in there. All I'm going to do is what I usually do. Of course, you can do this, you can pipe this on, but I'm, as you know, not a paper. So we're going to pop it on, nice and thick. There's no point unless it's nice and thick, guys, in my opinion. It's the whole point. The cake underneath is fairly deep, so it will take it. I'm going to break up a packet of Lotus biscuits. Just crumble them all up in the packet. Hopefully there aren't too many big bits. And we're gonna, there's a few, but it doesn't matter. And we'll just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. The last little bit I'm going to put into my hand just in case there is some big bits in it. Come on, guys. And put the bigger bits in here. Make sure they're evenly distributed throughout my cake. And although this is easy to do, you've got to say it is totally effective, isn't it? What more could you ask for? So we'll just do that with what's left. There you go. That's my Biscoff toffee cake. Enjoy.